What's up, Colossus? How you doing today, bro? Oh, what's up, Buster7? How you doing today, man? Good. What about me? I'm glad you're doing good. I'm quite well today myself. Just listening to some music. I was streaming last night, talking with Mammoth. We were just animating this stuff, having a great time. So we're just gonna animate the fight scene today, cause I'll start playing it. This is like the build up into the fight scene, essentially. I've watched 5,000 Nightwing edits with the same sound today. What does that even mean? What sound? Well, let me make sure this is all good now. Yeah, like what? What sound? Oh, that's right. I think I threw it up here somewhere. I did. Oh, it's not long enough. I need my phone to charge, though. Gonna go watch Supergirl soon. I saw Supergirl on the 25th. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. I really liked it. Supergirl. I'm gonna move my chair just so the sound might not be blocked. I really liked Supergirl. Supergirl was really a really fun movie. It wasn't anything super special or anything. Like, it wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't like breathtaking. It looked good. The plot wasn't anything insane. There wasn't like any like insane plot twist or anything. It's what you would like. The plot is simple and predictable within the first like I don't want to say 30 minutes, possibly the first 30 minutes of the film. But that's most movies these days. So hold on, let me get this like in the right orientation. Put it up. But no, I actually really liked it. I told my friend it was probably like a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. I still believe they should have followed the comic to like followed the comic more than they did. And I haven't like read the full thing. I've seen snippets of it, so I don't want to like give a full opinion on like translation. But from what I understand of the original Woman of Tomorrow comic, is that Krem is essentially an unexpected villain. Like, he looks like a normal dude. You would not expect Krem to be not just the main villain, but someone who can reasonably fight Supergirl. You know, like it's supposed to be like this unexpected thing. And in the film, that's like the exact opposite of what they did. They were like, Krem is this badass who's like Supergirl's not gonna have a chance against. It's like, okay, well now it's like, oh, it's kind of not in a way an underdog story, but it's like, oh, she has no chance against the bad guy. She's helping, you know. It kind of removes the point, you know. aside like the comic book and just look at like the movie, it's not a bad movie. Like, I don't think at all it is a bad film. Which is why I still say it's like a 6.5 to a 7 or 7.5. Honestly, I might have to rewatch it to like give it a proper score, but what the fuck is this stuff? But yeah, like in terms of I'm gonna pause this because actually no, this is Loki over. But in terms of like the second installment to the DCU, I don't mind it. Like I didn't like watch Superman or anything before going to see it, but I also don't know like where exactly in the timeline it like takes place. But and if you're not thinking of like, oh, how well did it like remake the comic book or whatever, if you're just thinking, oh, how well of like a superhero story is this? How good of a Supergirl story is this? Like, does this make sense to her character? Is this written well to her character? Like, does this make sense? I would say overall, absolutely. Like, it's absolutely a Supergirl story. It makes sense for Supergirl, like, everything that happened. It makes sense. It's a Supergirl story. The way I'm going to put it, it's a DCU Supergirl story. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Will my goat Mogster with the jokester be the main fighter? You mean Trickster? Trickster is not like the main. There's no main fighter in this fight. So I think I explained it to Mammoth last night. Hold on, one moment. I have to like go under the table. Yeah. So I don't know if I explained this to him last night. I'm pretty sure I explained this at some point. But there is no main like fight. I can show you exact. Damn it. Let me move some stuff real quick. So, the fight is a simple idea. I came up with the fight like on a whim. What happened when I was rewriting the story, I was like, oh, they need a reason to break out of prison. Like, they need a way they're gonna break out of prison. So, simple thing was, Snart breaks in. And then he breaks them out. But my problem with that was, like, not only is this Iron Heights, after, like, multiple years of the rogues existing, so they're, I don't want to say, like, prepared for something like this to happen, but, like, they're not completely, like, they're not, you know, oblivious to something that might happen. So, I was like, Snark can't just, like, break in. He can't just, like, break in and then break them out. Something needs to happen. So, the guards, I thought about this logically. I was like, what happens to where, A, the guards are occupied and, like, can't necessarily put their full attention on, like, 4 or 5 prisoners, and B, the prisoners are, like, I don't want to say not focused on escaping, because, like, if a fight happens and prisoners take control of the prison, you can escape, but a lot of the times prisoners just take control of a prison. It's just like, oh, we want this, we want that. was like, all right, best way to make like those things happen, putting all that together, a prison fight. A prison fight oftentimes, you know, leaves a lot, like, takes a lot of the guards out of a situation, gives prisoners a chance to escape. Like, a prison fight is the perfect thing to make for them to break out. Not only that, but it's fun. And a point, like a thing that I recently have been, like, trying to do with my films, I want to make them a bit more fun, you know? Like, I want to make them a bit more entertaining, not just for, like, me to animate, but for people to watch. Because why would I not want to make it, like, entertaining to watch, you know? Oh, where'd the thing go? There it is. I don't know how much this is going to help right now. Because I think I'm about to, like, move a lot of shit. Oh, where would it... Alright, perfect. So, the final shot is him swinging, boom, and what's going to happen is I'm going to cut to a shot of a plate, this plate. He grabs it, so that he hits it, and I'm thinking one of two things is going to happen. So, one moment. Damn, I am standing. So what happens is a shot. So imagine this is the table. Okay. Oh, I forgot to answer your question. I'm so sorry. Animated 15. A lot of people I know animated 12. I just don't think it looks that smooth, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I love all their animation. All their animation is good. But, oh, dude, it'd be so much better at 15. 12 just isn't smooth enough. People are like, well, it's not about the FPS. At some point it is. Like, there is a point where you get slow enough to where, you can't animate at a good speed. 12 is probably about the limit, but most people still do it wrong. You don't animate at 12 FPS like you would animate at 12 FPS. You animate on twos. You take 2 pictures for every frame. Well, not for 12, that's for 24, because for 24 you would animate like you would at 12. But, like, it's the same idea. You kind of have to compress your movements a very tiny bit. Here's my thing. 15 is half of 30, so when YouTube is, like taking the video and, like, you know, playing it, it automatically makes it 30. So it doubles the frame rate of the video. ever make a DC project with gore in it, like people exploding or hit? Here's the thing. Gore is not forbidden. It in my opinion of how I want like the DCFU to work. The DCFU is essentially a realistic comic book iterations of how superheroes would work. So it's still superheroes. Like, it's still Flash and everything. It's not like The Boys where it's like, oh, everything is gonna be, everything is gonna be profited off of. Like, it's not gonna be like the real world. The point I mean of realism is it has to be like explained. It can't just be, oh, movie magic. If it has to have an explanation, because if someone is like, how does this work? Like, if someone asks me later on, I have to be able to answer that question. And if I can't answer that question, well, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. So if someone asks that question later on, you know what I can do? I can answer that question in a later film. Because then, if they just continue to watch, it just answers their questions. See, I want to take this. I'll do this one. Actually, you know what? I'll do this one for this stream. So, I don't know. I guess it's a bit more fun. So. So basically, this plate, he hits it, it spins, it goes up, comes down, he catches it, boom, and like a boomerang, it's a plate, so it's not a boomerang, so technically more like a frisbee, boom, boom. Here, my question is, I'm not going to count the movements because I'm an idiot. There's multiple movements to this. I was telling Mammoth about breaking things down. I'm going to break down this shot, or this sequence, essentially. So, this shot, in my mind, is him turning and hitting the tray. So it's probably going to be about 2 seconds. Bam, hits the tray. The next shot... So we're storyboarding right now. We're technically storyboarding. So he... Oh, it's just taped down. I'm an idiot. So he hits the tray. And maybe, because the camera is moving, it can kind of swoosh. So it comes down, it follows his hand, and then the tray, the plate. So, bam, boom, and then that's when it cuts to the other shot of... This is one of two shots that I'm thinking of. Either an overhead shot of it coming towards the camera and then coming back down, because that would be really freaking awesome, or a side shot of a really not like a wide shot, but like kind of a wide shot, boom, where it kind of follows it, comes back down, and then he catches it and throws it, and then it hits one of these two guys back here. Not him, but one of these two. When are we seeing Flash again? It feels like we haven't seen you animate him in a bit. Hold on. What do you mean Flash? When you say Flash, what do you mean Flash? Because that's like a wide range of what you're talking about. Because I'll show you something real quick. Stream 1 technically had no Flash. This had nothing to do with Flash. Stream 2. This was all Barry. So technically this was all Flash. Since then, every stream has technically been Flash, like Barry Flash. It's the same person. So Bam Bam, and then that's when I, started working on something without Flash. So that's when I started working on Iron Heights. Am I retarded? One moment. I have to sit down. I know we haven't animated anything. I'm so sorry. Are we on day 9? Did I mess this up? Well, I have to look into this real quick. I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay. I'm actually just an idiot. So sorry. Wow, I should really just change the name real quick. One moment. We are on day 9. I am a silly goose. Boom. Okay. Alright. Okay, so when are we seeing Flash again? Yeah. The Flash red suit. Here's the thing. I was working with the suit for quite a bit. I got kind of sick of animating with strictly just Barry. Because I started off with the CCPD scenes. Because I already had that set. It was already built. Like, I already had the lab and everything. I literally just needed to animate those scenes, get them out of the way. So, I did that, and that took a month and a half? 2 months? I don't know. It took a while to get all those scenes done because I was lazy as shit because it was so boring working on the same set. So just, oh my gosh, so boring. So I was like, I'm gonna do something with Flash. I need to do something with Flash. So I was like, I'm going to do the Viper scene. I taped this down and I have to move it. I'm actually it. So I did the Viper scene, and I didn't stream a whole lot of that. Honestly, I didn't. Not that I didn't want to, but I can't say it's spoilerish because it's not spoilerish. Like, I just didn't want to stream a lot of that. A lot of the animation I did was like late at night. But like, yeah, I did work with the red suit for quite a bit of time. You kind of just missed it because I didn't stream it. So sorry. You will see more. I'm gonna stream more because it helps me get a shit ton of work done like really quick. So, yeah. In terms of when are we gonna see the red suit again? As soon as possible, because I hate boring scenes. I don't want to say I hate boring scenes. I just like, it's not as fun to animate boring scenes. Boring scenes. Excuse me, if Savitar ever appears, will it be like the comic version of the CW? Honestly, I'm gonna explain this because I thought about this a long time ago, but I don't think I'm ever actually gonna like put this lore into the DCFU, like into the films. It's gonna be a part of the DCFU that's just never explained. But I'm gonna like explain the idea that I had for Savitar. So I believe Savitar is the Hindu god of speed. So my idea was, it's a little bit more than just the Hindu god of speed. He's the actual god of speed. Like, because, you know, like Wonder Woman, like gods exist. Like Zeus, like the gods exist. He is the actual god of speed. Which means Hermes isn't, he's not like the god of speed, he's technically like the god of like travel or something, whatever he is. So Savitar is the god of speed. And what happened is, you know, the gods were very, not like, they were very lustful, they were very, promiscuous. So they fell for a humanly desire. Like, they fell for something human. So they could fall for more. And they did. I'm pretty sure Zeus was like a bad ruler. I don't know a whole lot about like, you know, that shit. But basically, Savitar became enveloped in his speed. Like he became obsessed with his speed. He was already the fastest. Like, don't get me wrong, he's the god of speed. He was already faster than everybody. But he wanted more. And he was kind of insane. But he wanted more. So, basically, all the other gods were like, we have to stop this dude before he actually does something insane. And, you know, because they were gods and they felt the humanly desires, he had children. There were speedsters before, you know, the original Flashes. So, basically, hold on, let me take this out. If it would lock in. Bro, why is it not locked in? Come on, bro. Let's do this. It's gonna crash. Hold it. Where was I? This is stupid. This is really stupid. I'm gonna unplug it. Close this. Yeah, so basically, the gods and technically the children of the gods came together and trapped Savitar in the Speed Force, the thing that powered him. Because although they are gods, the universe is stronger, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but like the forces of the universe are stronger than the gods. No shit. What gives Savitar the ability to be the god of speed is his ultimate connection to the Speed Force. In the same way that, like, at some point after Wally, like, gets trapped in the Speed Force and comes out, because I'm pretty sure that's like a thing that like always happens, would you not consider him like the god of speed? Because he has like the ultimate connection to the Speed Force. So basically, Savitar is trapped in the Speed Force. And I don't want to say his like connection was removed, but like he was trapped in it. He couldn't escape. And my idea was that possibly, one day later, he is, I don't want to say freed, but he escapes the Speed Force, you know, and the speed, like, everybody has to stop him because, well, he's gonna destroy everything. He's like, you know, he wants all the speed, blah 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 blah. It was a fun Savitar story, and like mythology, I guess, that I could have thrown in. But I really had no like need for it because, well, it was unnecessary. All that was when there was still like people helping me in. Like at some point after, you know, everybody, or you know, I got rid of everybody else. I was just like, I don't want anything unnecessary in the universe, so I just like got rid of everything unnecessary. And I don't know if it'll like I'll ever explain lightning colors in the DCFU, like in universe. But it's very simple. Natural connections are like the natural colors are on like the red yellowish end of the spectrum. So between like yellow and red. So from yellow, orange to red. That is what a natural speedster's hue would be. And like the older they get, the deeper their hue gets. Like when they first start, it's like yellow, but like the older they get, the deeper it gets. It's like aging. But if you had a negative connection to the Speed Force, so essentially a connection to the negative Speed Force, your connection was red, just red. If you had a magical connection, like a positive magical connection, it was green because it was given to you through magic, so it could, like, the universe, the Speed Force differentiates that, like, this is not a natural connection. Like, he's not naturally, like, connecting to the Speed Force, so it's I don't want to say, like, a different type of energy, but the energy it like, not the energy it gives, but the energy you give off isn't like natural Speed Force energy. So you give off like a green lightning, which is it's technically just below yellow. If you look on like a color scale and you're moving it along, yellow, orange, red, green is right after yellow. So it's like it's the closest thing to a natural, connection. Are all the comments disappearing? What the hell? What was that? Did he just get banned? Isn't red for the negative Speed Force, blue for the strongest Speed Force? Yeah. Well, see, that's like the comic explanation, but like, everybody knows that. It's kind of boring. Make it creative. Make it your own. Oh, nothing. Comments started getting, like, deleted. On OBS, it doesn't say, like, message redacted. It literally just disappears. I was like, what in the world is happening? But, yeah, so magic, normal, like, positive magic is green. And then, if you used dark magic to gain a connection to the Speed Force, a temporary connection to the Speed Force, damn it, why the hell does it keep doing this? If you use dark magic to do it, your connection would be purple. There's no, like, color explanation for that. That's just because it's, like, the opposite of green. And dark magic is usually like, associated with, like, purple and red and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, nobody was ever gonna have, like, dark magic super speed. I really never planned on ever having to explain that. deleted that stuff. It annoys me. Why, dude? Come on, bro. That shit wasn't annoying me. Alright. One moment. Why do I always lose stuff, dude? Alright, so I kinda brother, stop doing that. I need to like back. His arm isn't long enough to reach like the thing, so I need to do a few things to like make sure he's able to do that, you know? Remember that I was talking about Colossus, just in case you didn't know. Is the guy with the plate anyone important? No. I mean, I guess it's like a little bit of a joke. Like a little bit of a reference. In Flash Neural Nexus, there was a guy that like used his face. And I guess they kind of look similar. Not really. There's so much sticky tack on the ground, but it's supposed to know. Also, by the way, I could find a flashy police officer. Sell the detective. You know what? I don't think you're going to be able to see it because the camera's going to move, but I might try and incorporate it anyway. I'm going to move him for a second. I'm going to move the camera so you guys have a better view and not just that shit. But this is not the camera angle we're going for. Bam. Maybe show you guys a little bit of it. Also, by the way, I haven't done a video on it or anything. I haven't shown it off or anything. I think I posted it on my story, but not like a full tour. What do y'all think of the setup so far? From, I guess, what you've seen, the streams that have gone on with it, like, what do y'all think of how I've organized everything, how everything works? Excuse me. So first off, everything is cleaned up. I'm gonna gonna set up the shot.
So like what the camera is gonna see.
Kind of up close.
Of the table. Bam.
Ain't nobody here speaking German? I believe that's German. 50-50?
And then we have to, focus up a little bit.
I didn't actually do this. Oh shit. Okay, so my choices were he hits it. I could either do a top-down view or a side view, and then when he throws it, it hits either the black dude back here, you can't see him, or this dude right here with the long hair. So either Babyface gets knocked out, or he hits the dude from behind the back. So it doesn't translate on OBS, by the way. I don't know what you're saying. Captain Boomerang die? I hate him. No, Captain Boomerang lives. Nobody dies in this film. Okay. I somehow, if I turn him all the way, Alright, hold on. It's believable if the camera moves and he slightly moves with it. Trust. Just watch. Just watch. Ugh. Bam. You should turn text-to-speech on.
No.
How about no? Alright. Method. Just watch. Who got banned? No. Oh, wait. He deleted all those. Fucking hell, you're confusing the shit out of me. Goodness gracious. Stop doing that. Dude, this motherfucker keeps deleting messages for some reason. I don't know why.
He likes it that way.
Ban him! Damn it. Get rid of that. Ooh! Alright, Loki might have to start lifting him up with like a... There it is. know what, Mammoth? Yo, what? So you're probably saying that to like whatever I said. I'm really high. And it's taken a lot of time to realize I really don't give a fuck what I say. Like, as long as it's not towards anybody and it's not like mean, like intentionally mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, holy shit. Like, my friends last night, they were yelling at each other at like 9:30 to 10, arguing in my neighborhood because of some stupid shit. Dude, I got so pissed. I was like, you guys are genuinely fucking stupid. Come on. Grow up. He said something to you. Okay. Like, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. You are an adult. You are an adult. Someone said something. Someone said a word. Someone called you retarded. Bro, he snapped because he called him retarded. Oh my gosh. I was so pissed. I was like, he called you retarded. That's why you're all pissy? Fucking. I love you so much, bro. I was like, bro, I love you so much. But that's retarded. Like, that's retarded. You are retarded. Like, you just proved his point by feeding into exactly what he was talking about. Brother. You gave in to, like, the bait that he was trying to get you with. By someone being like, oh, why would you say that? Like, that's bait. That's bait, because that's stupid. Like, caring about what someone says, unless it's, like, genuinely harmful against somebody, that's stupid. Not, there's the thing. I don't want to say just what, like, if someone is saying, like, bad things, yes, that, like, aren't harmful against, like, anybody, but that are, like, bad, like bad intention, like promoting degeneracy in a way, you know, like something that could be harmful to others. Like, yes, it's I understand why you would be upset at that. Like, I use drugs. I don't promote drugs. I say stay away from them. Drugs are bad. But like, if someone says like some bullshit out in public, and you're like, oh my gosh, he can't say that. If someone says something racist, something sexist, something offensive, something, I don't know, anti-Semitic, we're not gonna do that. It's just, it's stupid. It's stupid. Unless you are acting upon your words, like unless you have genuine belief in hateful words, and then you are acting on your words, that is something wrong. But if they just say something, it's just a word. If someone calls you a fucking idiot, they are saying mean things, like they are saying harmful things to you. It is your responsibility to not be like, if they say that enough times, it's your responsibility to not be like, okay, I'm gonna hurt this person, like I'm gonna like freak out. That person is just trying to get a reaction out of you. They're the idiot. Like,
if you just don't give in, they're literally just spewing nonsense, bro. I'm so dead ass. They're just spewing negative energy. You can speak positively with, like, negative things coming out. It doesn't matter. Like, hold on, I've changed songs. Shit's garbage. You can't go around worrying about A, what you're gonna say, and B, what people are gonna think about what you're gonna say. You're gonna say things and you're gonna mess up. Okay. Fucking suck it up. People are gonna have to suck it up too. Colossus, I'm only gonna talk to you and answer your questions if you want to talk like a normal person, like Mammoth has been. So, start talking normally. Be a normal person. Don't, like, show off that you know German. Don't delete chat. Be fucking normal. You don't have to be extra. Trust me, I know about, like, not wanting to be normal. I know about, like, wanting to be interesting and original and cool. Okay, I'm a fucking loser. You don't have to go out of your way to be interesting or cool or, like, my bad. You don't have to go out of your way to, like, be an interesting person. You don't have to, like, show off interesting things. You know? You don't have to, like, go out of your way to do them. Just be interesting. Oh, that's clean. Hold on, that's clean. Whoop. Boom, he hits it. Honestly, in this one, we gonna have them raised in the air. We're gonna have that at full. Boop. Where did it go? There it is. Damn it, hold on. Alright, Colossus, 2 things. Speak German to yourself. If you're gonna do it in the chat, that's fine. I mean, like, no, it's not like I care. I just can't, like, I can't understand that. So don't expect me to answer your fucking questions. And then 2, you overthink. And don't act on your overthoughts. Learn to control your thoughts. Like, learn to control, like, how your thoughts affect the world. Be like, oh, I think I talk too much. Do I really? Do you really? No. No, you don't. Now you've made it look like Mammoth talks too much. Now you're an asshole. Your overthinking made you an asshole. So, think. Don't just think about you. Think about consequences. Think about why you would be feeling something. Why do you think you talk too much? Okay, here's the thing. Use that. Maybe you do talk too much. I'll tell you what. Put thought and put reason behind talking. Whenever I go out with friends, I only speak when I have something to say. Like when someone speaks to me, I respond to them. I only speak when I have something important to say. And that makes everything I say important. That's why people listen to me. My friends were arguing last night, and I pulled him aside. I yelled at this man, just in his face, and I shoved him back, like, he didn't do a thing, because I was calming him down. He understood to, like, listen to me, because I'm not the idiot in the situation. I was the calm one. Before you do something, stop and think. And don't only stop and think, get perspective. A thing that I like to do is I get every perspective I can to build a big mental map of what's going on. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? What's going on? Like, what happened? Ask people. Ask people. Yo. Do I talk too much? Nah. Okay, thanks. Boom. Boom. Simple as that. Goodness fucking gracious. Honestly, it might be easier to just do this instead. Let me get that shit first. Mammoth, are you still here? What's up, Lark? LARP mixed motions? That sounds like a play on my name. Because I LARP. I mean, most of the time. Most of the time. I feel like Colossus has switched accounts. But I could be overthinking. One moment. No, 50-50. Wow, I'm shocked. Seems like something. Is it Mammoth? The is something Mammoth does. If it's not hello, I guess. It doesn't need to be perfect because dude, I feel like that has to be Mammoth. Goodbye, Colossus. Do that. Unless I'm just an idiot like that. So you're doing a fight. Dude. I'm just going to ignore the, like, it's retarded shit happening right now. I'm just gonna answer the questions without, like, minding the names. Yeah, the fight scene is starting. I'm doing a fight scene between the prison. There's no, like, fight, like, who it's between. Alright, I think it's gonna be super brief. Boop. Phew, that's heat, hold on. That's just fire. I can't even lie. That's just fire. Is that Raiden I see or my eyes? It's not Raiden. It's just some, like, random dude, with, like, a, like, one, I don't know what those hats are called, like, one of those hats, but it's metal. I don't know if it's metal. It's gray. I don't have another, like, a different color, I think. I might, but it's like, I think it might be, like, a super bright color. That's why I didn't choose it. Dude, bro, I can't even lie. This shit is flames. Holy shit. Boom! Oh my gosh. Twisted. Dude, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Boop. Dude, that's just so fire. Oh, my back. Okay. Here's the thing. Overhead shots really are not that hard. They just require a little bit of building. So, what time is it? It's 7 o'clock right now. I started this stream a little over an hour and a quarter ago. Here's the thing. I look, you want to stop streaming, maybe finish this, go get food, come back to this, and then I might stream late at night because I have work at, not like late tomorrow, but I have work at like 5, so I don't have to be up super early, but I might do like a late night stream. But I'm going to end this stream here because it's about 7. I'm probably going to finish up that overhead shot. 50-50 I stream tonight. If I do,